Welcome to Module 9. We are going to be preparing captivating speaking points. Okay, in the last module, I outlined the 7 elements involved in the construction of your segment pitch. In this module, I want to focus specifically on element number 4, preparing captivating speaking points. Because once again, I want to underscore that producers are busy. So it's our job to make their life as easy as possible. If you do this, they will love you. And if they love you, they will book you. Okay. If you're one of the lucky ones that the producer actually wants to hear more from, and you're going to have to pitch him on stuff, you want to make sure that your material is ready to go. So now we're basically taking our hot topic and we're filling in the guts of it. So what I want you to know, though, is contrary to what most people think, it's not the producer that designs the TV segment content. It's actually the show guest, i.e. you. Why? Because you're the one that's the most familiar with your content, right? 9 times out of 10, a member of the production team is going to ask you what content or topic you want to use and you want to be featured on. And then they're going to give that information to the host, and the host is going to ask you about it. And so, since this is the case, we're going to go back to what we've talked about a few times now, which is the notion of helping to make their life easier rather than more complicated. So, AKA, you want them to say yes to you. You want it to be idiot-proof. You want it to be a no-brainer, okay? This is essential to you getting clear on what it is that your speaking points are going to be. So, what are you going to be talking about on TV or radio, right? You want to get booked. What do you want to talk about? Here's where we're going to build out our content for our hot topics. Now, let's start with what exactly a speaking point is, right? You're probably sitting there wondering, what's a speaking point? Okay, a speaking point is simply a concise idea that you want to focus on for a small period of time. Typically, each TV show segment, based on your already identified hot topic, is going to run no longer than 4 to 6 minutes, feature depending. Okay. If you think about a popular morning news show, shows like The View or The Today Show, Good Morning America, you'll see that their segments are quick, right? Typically, on podcasts or radio, it runs a little longer, so it could run 15 to 45 minutes, right? Again, show dependent. But for TV, guys, it's usually no longer than 5 or 6 minutes. So you need to know what it is you're going to talk about. In that short time frame, you need to be clear on what 3 or 4 key messages you're going to try and communicate per hot topic are going to be. Okay, so let me give you an example. Say as a communication specialist, I develop my pitch around the hot topic of millennials in the workplace, right? So, using millennials in the workplace as my title would be way too boring. So for me, my unique hook might go something like, Manic Millennials, should the rest of us be nervous? Much more engaging, right? Manic Millennials, should the rest of us be nervous? From here, I develop content by expanding on this one hot topic with 3 or 4 main speaking points. Now these might go something like this. Speaking point number 1. Everyone is attracted to top talent. So although our current society may seem inundated with messaging that unless you're 25 and a millennial, you're somehow less valuable, this is absolutely not the case, especially in the workplace. I'm here to let you know that there is plenty of room in the workplace for all of us in today's corporate America. Speaking point number 2 might go something like, top talent, regardless of age, will be recognized, groomed, promoted, and paid. Core values and deliverables such as integrity and creativity will win out over age any day of the week. Speaking point number 3. My advice to fellow Gen Xers or even baby boomers is to continue to believe in yourself and the knowledge that you've cultivated over the years. It is of value. See how those were 3 key points? Number 1, there's room in corporate America for all of us because top talent will be recognized, but your knowledge is valuable, right? 1, 2, 3. Once you have your key speaking points, then what you want to do is identify the 3 core messages that you want to leave your audience with, right? This is step number 5, the takeaways. So, you continue. Takeaway number 1 may go something like this. The key then is to ensure your own levels of growth and continued expansion. Don't be lazy. Continue to educate yourself. Continue to brush up on your skills and continue to train. Takeaway number 2 might go something like, and don't forget, because whatever your age, have fun, right? Be passionate in the workplace and come alive. Because when you do, you'll be inignorably ignorable and money magnets will come to you in all capacities. So the two main takeaway points here were continue to grow by educating yourself and have fun, become a money magnet. All right, so you get your speaking points spelled out, you get your takeaways identified, and then finally we move on to the wrap up phase. Now, don't worry, because this is going to be prompted most likely by your host. They're the ones that understand the timing of the show. They're the ones that are going to get the prompt from the producer. And they may simply say something to you like, you know, as simple as, is there any last thought you'd like to leave our audience with? Or maybe they'll say, where can we find more of you for those interested? It'll be some sort of a natural wrap-up comment, okay? This is your last chance to throw one last plug. So we talked about not really plugging yourself, but I want to make something clear to you. The lasting stat, thought, or idea for the audience is going to be coupled with your contact information, okay? You don't want to forget to plug yourself at the end. You want this to be punchy because you want them to remember you, okay? So using this example of my millennials, right? The wrap-up might go something like, and remember guys, age is just a number. It is simply a descriptor of the number of years you've been alive and physically been on the planet. It is no way an indicator of your ability to achieve. So get excited, because there are lots of years left and lots of room for many of us in the workplace, including those manic millennials. If you want to know more about how to be fab after 40 in the workplace, then don't miss visiting me at my website, fabafter40.life. You see? With this outline, we've offered the producers something that is idiot-proof, okay? But not only that, we've outlined a concise guideline for ourselves of what we want to say and how we want to say it. Because as I mentioned to you before, confidence is key. And you become confident, and that translates on camera when you know your stuff. So, when there are only 3 key hot topics for you to really master, right? That's why we only identified 3. You'll come across as experts even in knowing how to communicate in those short amounts of time, right? You're the knowledgeable expert. You're going to know your stuff. Knowing your content inside and out is what is going to serve you when it comes to that first producer interaction, right? It's going to serve you when it comes to that first on-camera appearance. Because nothing screams expert more than someone who exhibits the confidence with their own material and message. That's why we're building it out. If you haven't already checked the resources folder that accompanies this membership area, please do that now. We actually have quite a bit of information in there for you. There's instructional templates that you can model after to really help you hone your own hot topic segment pitches. So take a look at the resources folder, and we'll see you tomorrow.